Well, hello everyone. Good evening. Welcome along to Aussie No Man's Land and welcome along to our Wednesday night streams. Hope everyone is doing well. Nice to see you popping up in there. I honestly thought I was late when I saw you in chat, DJ. I was like, what's going on? He's not normally here this early. Have I missed the time or something like that? But here we go. You are up nice and early. We've got some planting to do. I've already gone and got things all sorted out. We've got the planters. Looking decidedly average actually at the moment, but they'll fill up. We've got them set to plant sorghum. We're going to plant some sorghum, and the reason for that, because that is a base food for pigs, and we're not doing corn because we don't have the means to harvest or plant corn for that matter. So I'm going to put some sorghum on. I know we've already done sorghum, but we can have it twice, can't we? Nothing's stopping us. Right, we'll just get into it and get started while we're chatting. Welcome along. Nice to have so many of you all in here. Welcome. Look, who have we got? Hello, Ollie. Nice to see you. Good to have you here. We've said hello to DJ, but there we go. Been up super early after getting back. Do you know, I'm the same. I'm still, how long have I been back? I've been back a week yesterday, and I'm still waking up super early, which I'm not too fond of because I hate waking up early. I'm not a morning person. But yeah, just a funny phenomenon. I'm sure it'll go back to normal. There we go, that's it. Hey Popeye, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Aussie Dan, welcome along. Goodness, I've never known this track struggle up a hill like this. These three this is interesting. Not whack them into the rocks like that. Ugh. There's an invisible collision in here somewhere. Figured out where it is. Pull that off. Off it. Carry on. Get this bit done. We'll get around there and then I'll carry on reading out and seeing who's here. All a shout. Right, there we go. That's the hard part done. Yeah, good to see Aussie Dan. Nice to have you here. G'day Crofter. No DeLorean. No DeLoreans down here. Maybe enough of. There must be some in New Zealand somewhere. G'day Yan, good to see you, mate. Drinking. We're on the Kiwi whiskey again tonight. This is the one I had in we had in Germany. So, cheers to you all. It was a very well received bottle of whiskey. Like everyone enjoyed it. Pretty cool. Pretty good praise indeed, considering some of the caliber of other whiskies we were drinking. Right up there, which was good. G'day Scott, how are you, mate? Good to see you. I haven't even started setting an alarm yet. I'm still waking up in time for work and that without an alarm, which, again, still not keen on. Hey, Craig. How you doing? Good to see you. I have been going to bed earlier too, though, which a bit of a bonus. I have been notoriously bad at staying up way too late. There we go. Morning, how you doing, mate? I am doing good, thank you. And I can concentrate on which way I'm going and pay attention to my driving, but I'm doing good, mate. Doing good, thank you. G'day Heath, how are you? Along. Mrs. Professor is here. I feel like it's been a wee while since we've said hello, Mrs. Professor. So nice to see you. Say hi and hang out for a few minutes. Nice one, thank you. Pleasure to see you. Hope you're all good. Hope you are getting excited. I can see testing and things are starting to ramp up at SpaceX Starship, getting towards Flight 5. Going to be another epic adventure. They get into that, so I'm looking forward to that. The crowd favourite. Well, next time I see you, I'll bring you a bottle. Maybe a special one that you can put away somewhere and make sure it doesn't all get drunk in one go. Oh, in Southwoods Car Museum. Yeah, I think you might be right. I'm feeling like I saw one down there too. Saw one a few years ago at the back of a random mechanic panel beat at Loha. Ah, okay. Hey Nismo, how are you? See, mate. Good to see you. Right, we'll put a stray bit of wood we need to get rid of. That's gone. Remnants of our tree chopping.
Now, obviously, we're going to be able to get this field seeded well in advance of the stream. So, well, not in advance, but it's not going to take us 2 hours to plant this, is what I'm trying to say. So, I've got some plans. We might get our pigs. Might set up and get our pigs. Might sell some more bales. Got some silage to sell. But I'm also going to get a sprayer. We're going to buy ourselves a sprayer. I've got just the setup in mind for what we'll do. So I think it's on the cards as well. Let's struggle up this hill once. Craziness. And Zabort, how are you, mate? Double live farm session. Nice one. Give me something to trade with. Sounds good. Always down for trading. G'day, Mark. How are you? Good to see you. Possible catch attempt. That is going to be crazy. Are you watching how quickly they're building the second launch tower as well? In case something goes wrong with the first one, they won't be too far away from having a launch tower ready to start with. It's kind of clever. Pretty cool. Trip to Finland and bought 2 bottles of that candy stuff for next year. I know, I've got to go. I'll go back and get some of those spots. This setup doesn't actually turn very well. End up missing bits, but that's right. Always does. I always go back and tidy them up afterwards. We will do that again. Let's just get the field, the main parts of the field done. We're going to chew through our... what are we chewing through? Fertilizer at the moment. Although, go around the field twice and there's not actually that much of it left. Look across it. Maybe we won't. Here we go. I should have reset my count. So look, we're up to 87 acres. Is that on the seeders? I think it is. It's not the tractor. Sure, that's the seeders. Impressive numbers. Left field farming. How you doing? Dedication is inspiring. He's a pretty committed man. You should see him work. When it's on, it's on. But he is a machine. Right. Oh no, I have to get it done. I love the wheel tracks that things make when you go in funny directions like that. You ever tried to figure that out? You see some wheel tracks and you wonder how on earth they did that. I actually was on Google Earth the other day and I found a field close to a site I'm working at, and it must have been grass that was mown for hay, and then the bales were left to sit out in the field for a bit, and they'd been picked up and collected out of the field. You could see how the loader driver had been, where the truck had been parked or the trailer had been parked, and the way the loader driver had been driving. Yes, you hear some business here. There you go. Right there. Kill them all. That's only the part of them. My wallet got stuffed with them as well. All over the place. Got a new vehicle on Sunday. Nice. What was that? Were you getting a Hilux or something? Get for all this payback. Yeah, that's karma. You know, it was funny, I said about it last week. I think Neil was here. I was like, I didn't even think about the fact you guys were all in that room where all my gear was. You'd do anything. Just waiting to hear about a new wagon as my wife's car got ridden off last week. Jason, if you went to the dealer and asked if you could do me a deal on my old truck. Hope your wife's alright, Popeye. Hey Garrick, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Messing with my bag was the first thing you did. I honestly didn't find the cards in my wallet, and I can't remember where I was. Maybe in Heathrow. I bought some stuff in Heathrow. It's probably there. God damn. God damn those guys. They got me good. Payback's always good though, isn't it? Right, that wasn't a very good straight run, but let's see if we can tidy this up. We did have too much fun. Yeah, it was good. Good times. It was nice when you've got a bunch of people you can not see for ages and then just carry on like it was. Carry on like you've been mates forever. It was good. Right. One drove into it about 12:30 am on the side of the road. Assuming they've drunk. Road straight. Yeah, good fun. Oh well. At least you weren't in it then. Something. Good morning from the US. Hey WH, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Up late or staying? Oh, are you staying up late or have you got up early? Personally, left field, I don't see it happening. Ford, I suppose Ford trucks could. I was thinking tractors. Of course, Ford don't have tractors anymore, do they? But yeah. Up at this time or early every day. There you go. Good on you. Good on you. Hey, Finnish Farmer, how are you? Right, let's see if I can do this. That's done. Right, yep, there's that all tidied up. Those all up. How are we going for, oh yeah, fertilizers 50%. Oh, we're going to go close, I reckon. Probably not quite, but close. I'm intrigued to see what other surprises they still have, because there's bound to be something that they haven't shared with us yet. And I'm excited to see when those might be. Enjoying the vintage oaks. It's a stunning map. I mean, I always liked the oaks when Briscoe first did it. You know, for a first map, that was epic. And what he's gone and done with the new oaks / the vintage oaks is just as cool. I think it's fantastic. As I said in my map tour, it's the same oaks but different oaks, all at the same time. 16 months of staying up late with the cool crowd. Well, thank you, Mrs. Professor, for 16 months. Very, very much appreciated. Time flies when you're having fun, right? No, they haven't really shown much as far as equipment. I mean, we haven't, apart from Aprila with the dirt bikes, we haven't seen any new, oh, and Iseki, of course. Yeah, rice planters and rice harvesters, we haven't seen any new brands, have we? I've kind of been keeping an eye on the actual manufacturers' socials in some areas, thinking, is there some way you could maybe find out something where they do a press release about it and they've mistimed with Giants or something? Who knows? I'm really keen to get this progressed. I want to start using more workers and get more horseplay and auto drive running on this. We're kind of getting to the point where we're almost big enough, but we don't have enough equipment. I mean, there's not really a need to at the moment. We're not doing multiple tasks at the same time. Maybe when we get into more grass work, not going to do much more of that, but I guess if we're harvesting a field that we're baling, we could be doing that, so figure it out. How much money we've got left by the end of today once we've sold a few more bales, plus bought a bit more equipment. The tracks disappeared very quickly. With the new texture layer for equipment, they will have to revamp all the base game. That will keep them busy. Yeah. Do that real quickly. Read. Stray road of wood. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they go through and doing all that. Wonder how automated it might be. Whether it is actually something, or whether the way the editor is set up might do a lot of that for you. Happy to see Kubota join us with a bunch of their gear on your hobby farm, but more brands the better. Do you like a Mercedes tractor? Mercedes don't make tractors anymore, do they? And that's the hard part. I know there's a huge calling for vintage or older equipment, basics and things like that, but there has to be an appetite from the manufacturers to have that sort of equipment, and they're probably more about promoting their new technology rather than their old technology. There's no market for them selling their old technology. You'd love Hustler to be in 25 and be able to use an unroller feed out like that. Yeah. Bale feed like that would be actually kind of cool. Saw some cool images of Hustler equipment the other day. It was a lot more options available than I realised. Cool. Further, go back and get that. G'day Tom, how are you? Good to see you, welcome along. Interesting, but we hadn't ploughed. Plough everything. Hope it's the 2 Reg 660. Yeah, I'll be surprised if there was only one this way. I've only seen one, but I'd be very surprised if we were limited to just one Aprilia dirt bike. Not really worth the effort for them if they were just going to put a single piece of equipment in, I would have thought. Yeah, it is a shame, Scott. It is a shame. I mean, there will be ways and means to get it. I've been able to get the 22 collector's edition through Amazon. Where did I get that from? UK, I think, in the end. But yeah, it's a shame we can't. We're not going to be able to get it locally ourselves. But at the end of the day, while it is a pretty cool, key ignition's pretty cool, and all the other stuff in there's kind of neat. It's I don't think you're gonna miss much. I can't see the key ignition being something I'd use lots. Yeah, it'd be cool to have it on your desk, and depending if you had quite a proper sim setup, it might be kind of interesting to use. But and you never know, people might get into the habit of you got the you had the can't tab to vehicles mod or something like that, it would actually work really well because you'd have to actually hop out of vehicles and go somewhere else. That way you might go into the habit of not tabbing. But who knows? Right, 15% fertilizer, I reckon we're going to do it. I was thinking we weren't. Andy? Arrows and sprayers and claws and clamps and quick hitches and trailers, as well as fit out stuff and the best soft hands on the market. Is that right? We had a Hustler forklift on our tractor. It was a front mounted forklift. We used to use on the potatoes. And then the pumpkin squash, buttercup squash, whatever you want to call it, the gangs that used to come and do that work, they used to use rear-mounted ones. Unfortunately, it's the laws and rules and regulations and what needs to be done to license something like that, which is the difficult part for that. Money talks in the end, fortunately. That's supply and demand. G'day Saint, how you doing? Daniel, welcome along mate, good to have you here. Love it if the stars align DLC is Mercedes. There's been a few people who've said that. Interesting to see. It's a wee way, well, it's a long way away. We get the game out first. Using it on ATS. Yeah. With these really cool Seiten Konsolen. You can read that. These guys gave me, they were at FarmCon and they do custom, you might have seen them on some of the vlogs. They do custom controllers. They would have been able to do, had things like keys and that sort of thing. Hey Share, how you doing? Nice to have you here, welcome along. What tractor did we have? We had, at the time we were doing potatoes, we used a Ford 6610 forklift. We had a Ford 4600 which did pulled the harvester. And then we had a John Deere 6200. And now, which Dad's still got, and actually that's got a forklift on the front of it now too. And the main tractor is a 6150 now, I think. Can't remember, I can never remember what the model number is. I keep on telling Dad I'll go out and do some work for him in spring when it comes time to planting, but he just goes and gets it done and never needs a hand, so. Had the opportunity to, which. Right, we're going to run out of fertilizer. There we go. Isn't it funny we've had this happen on about 4 different fields now? It's literally the last pass in a bit. We've run out of fertilizer. So make do with not fertilizer. It won't matter. You'd like to be able to get the collector box here in Australia. The whole pack would be such a nice package. Well, if I get the chance, I'm hoping to be able to have a chat to the Australian and New Zealand distributors for the game at some stage in the next month or two. So, chance I'll raise the community's comments with them. Certainly from what Boris told me at FarmCon, the main reason is the licensing. Well, they don't want to. It's justifying the cost of it all. Right. Is that another bit of wood? That a bit I missed. I missed. Happy days. Alright, let's all lift all of those up.
get these 2 little bits I missed, and then we're done. Get it all tidied up and put away. Hello, Yoss. How are you? Your new Xbox has arrived. Nice. Drive one a bit. Great, but we're not that far out of Palmerston North. We don't do potatoes anymore. That was gosh, when would Dad have stopped doing potatoes? Early 2000s, maybe? I remember when it was. Basically, it used to be that we'd grow potatoes and they'd be in the supermarkets and that sort of thing locally, and then anyway you got to sell them as supermarkets became a little bit more centralized, and you know, the local owner didn't go and buy the items direct. It had to get contracts with them, so it did have a contract with Crisper Potato Chips in Auckland for quite some time. We used to send many tons of potatoes north for those, and that they started wanting to, as everything does, they want to sort of centralize and simplify their supply chains. So they want to go to bigger growers rather than smaller growers. That's where that all ended up. Haven't had the chance to set it up. Don't you hate that? Isn't it? I literally, anytime I get something new, I just want to set it up as soon as I get it. Much to the frustration of Mrs. Argsy. Like, not that we've moved house for a long time, but the first thing that used to always get set up when I moved house was the TV and gaming setups. Tried to get it through Amazon Germany, got locked out of your account for a week. Yeah. If you can wait and not get it day one, I picked my version up for literally the price of the game, I think. The FS22. That was however many years late. I can't even remember when I got it. But be patient. There's some opportunities out there. Right. Off. And fall off. Pick up this one. Put that on the front. Working. No, you told me you were doing more work in the office on Wednesdays now. You. G'day, Steelhorse. How are you? Nice to see you, mate. Welcome. Yeah, mainly beef cattle, and then grow maize for silage every year at the dairy farms. The main crop. Used to do wheat and all sorts of things back in the day. Not anymore. Right, so that's the field planted. We'll worry about maybe selling some bales soon, but I want to get some spraying done, and as I said, we were going to buy a new sprayer, so still got all deliveries set up, so let's go and get a little bit of a delivery. Now, there's a reason I'm wearing a Fent hat, because I want to use the FarmCon 24 Fent pack, which had the 380 GTA turbo and the Xylon 524 in there, and the reason I was going to use these, they do have an option here with a sprayer. Now, I'm not actually going to use the rear sprayer. We're going to get the front tank and
was going to go for the Xylon. Slightly bigger horsepower tractor, might be a little bit more versatile for us for other jobs. Set it up with Michelin's and go for narrow tyres. Any headland management. I'm going to use GPS, but I do have VCA installed, so we might use that. So I reckon by that it's $58,500. Go back to get the Xylon front tank. That, yep. And if we go back to here, the Jacoby Eurotrack 2. Yellow is going to match that colour. Like that. And that is, for all intent purposes, what was that? It was 14.5. So my maths puts it a little bit closer. 14.5, 7.5, so what's that? 67, 68, 72, 73, 74. $74,500 for a self-propelled sprayer with the added benefit of being able to do other things. Look, see. They had a couple of, well, they had one of these at FarmCon as well. See that? Add back in. Here we go. Look at that. It's not a bad setup, is it? Not a bad setup. The junior's now 3 weeks on holiday, so it's nice and quiet. The thing that was cool about those consoles was the weighted joysticks, like a real machine. See, I didn't actually go and try them out properly, after. I should have. Pull trigger next to it. Vehicle. One I've actually got to deliver stuff to. I thought I got one I could use as a buy point. Well, let's not worry about that then. Do it the other cheaty way. Get delivered. Like what else got? Special. Right. Let's get back on here to our herbicide. A couple of these. There we go. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Good to see you. What could possibly be more important than TV and gaming setup? Plugging in the fridge. Yeah, that was probably high on agenda as well. You need to add cold beer while you're gaming. Rum reversing. It's whiskey, Tom. Whiskey. Alright, top this up. Don't know whether it's the front or the back one topping up, but really matter, does it? Must mean the back one. Yeah. Beautiful. G'day Chinook, how are you, buddy? Right, I'll have a look. How this is going to work. It's a pretty cool setup, I must admit. Not a bad way to have a self-propelled sprayer. Not the biggest boom, but a lot cheaper than if you were to buy, say, what else was I looking at? Like any of the other. These, 259, 489, 300, 250. I'll take 60 or 70 grand any day of the week. Right. Can we lower it down at all? Yes, there we go. Yeah, it only sprays at 7 miles per hour though. Ooh. Okay. But it might have been a bit faster than that. Now here's a question. I don't actually know. Does precision farming weeds only affect the area that has weeds? It's not for the whole field, is it? It's only if you pick, so is it worthwhile just going through and spot spraying these sections? Just spraying out the heavily weed infested sections and not the whole field. Or does the penalty affect the whole lot? Not sure which way it goes. Right, since it removes some bins at the bin site because of how little grain has been grown. Yeah, I've been keeping an eye, drive past that every day, Ollie. Been keeping an eye on what's going on there. A lot of it was used by Nestle had a dog food, pet food factory over in Martin. I think a lot of it was stored in there. No, that's the only thing it doesn't have. Mark, it would be nice, wouldn't it? You lose the same amount as if you let weeds. I know, you tell me that all the time. Looks much nicer when there's no weeds in a field. I think this could benefit from a real work mod, speed mod. I reckon you'd spray it faster than 8 miles per hour. 2:30 once you're tired, so you're going to head off to bed. See you next time. Thanks, Mrs. Professor. Good to see you. I will get back to doing my Sunday streams, which I know are at a much more convenient time for you. This weekend might be a little bit hard because I have to be in town very early for a football tournament. Surprise, surprise. That's all I do at the moment is football tournaments. Another one this weekend, so we'll see. I'll try and stream for a bit in the morning. Left field asking if the Hori Pack or Thrustmaster sim. So at the moment I have, I can show you this actually, see if this is going to work. It's probably going to be all upside down. All upside down. Right, I can fix that. Woo. At the moment you can see there, so that's the Hori steering wheel, and over down beside it, very hard to make out, is the down over there. I've got the Thrustmaster set up on it, so there you go. I'm a hybrid setup at the moment. Gonna go Flight Simulator, go to see how many planes you can crash. G'day farming, how are you? Nice to have you here. Very different to what you've been. What have you been sitting on all day, Ryan? Been doing some spraying, have you? You're on night shift, just having a quick break before out for a lighting inspection. Disco train doing its dance. If I have the yield monitor on, we'll be able to monitor some of these sections, what happens. There is weeds and where there isn't weeds. Like I should have, I might as well have just sprayed the field properly, shouldn't I? A Miller Nitro 7380, same as the New Holland SP 400. Okay. It's been raining in the UK and so far you've hardly harvested. You know, the whole week I was in Scotland, the weather in New Zealand in the middle of winter was nicer than what we had in Scotland. Granted, we did get one nice day. I think I was a bit spoilt when we were there last year that we got sort of a beautiful week of weather. Brand new S7 900 on demo. Nice. Nice one. Lose on average 4.5%. So that's over the whole field. I sort of question whether it's worth it, does it? See, if I hop out now, look, no weeds. So it doesn't detect weeds there. Where there was weeds, it doesn't detect them there at all. Should depend on when you do it though, shouldn't it? It does seem a bit pointless doing what I'm doing. Goes back tomorrow, so your praying sun comes out in time to try it. Well, good luck. I hope it does too. You tried it at all yet, or has it just been sitting there the whole time? 1,000 acres sprayed today. Solid effort. Oh, cosmetic making me feel better. It does make me feel better. And if I'd used a hoe when they were young, it would have been a different story. Or if you go to the effort of ploughing the field so you don't get weeds in the first place. Story. What is the predicted expected yield? 87 and yield potential is 89. It's all simulating the farming process. Sometimes you get weeds and sometimes you have to get out and spread them. Change it with 320k plus your 2017 combine. Be hard to justify that really, isn't it? Right. I say I'm pretty happy with this setup. Pretty cool sprayer. Be worse ways to do spraying. Just the speed is the only thing that's a bit of a shame. Right, let's go through this one. I might try and do this whole field. Bit of an easier field to do the whole thing in. It is ridiculously expensive. At what point does it become beneficial, or is that kind of thing going to ruin farming? How expensive the equipment becomes. I could cosplay it. Maybe I do. It's probably not a bad call, actually. We cosplay this while I go and load some bales. Wanted to play with this. Pretty cool mod. Alright, let's have a look. I like that idea. Selected the field. Let's go around twice. It's already there to expect. There you go. You go do your thing. Go load some bales up. Had a long discussion with Virtual Farmer on stream last week when he would believe me that stones only affect the paint, not the damage to the vehicle. Wouldn't even know. I mean, what would you know, Mark? Right. Now, who's seen the new magazine? Anywhere Object Storage. Mod number 4. Couldn't believe it when DJ sent me a message this morning. He's like, your mod's in the magazine. Like, no way. It was pretty cool. Entirely unexpected. Very cool all the same. Right, now I will be using that tractor for more than just spraying. Keep an eye on it as it goes around in the background. Is it going around in the background? There it is, over that side. Okay. Got number 2. Ah, I was only 4. 4's bigger than 2, it's got to be better. Isn't that right? How it works. We're not playing golf. Lord knows 3 in ring. Called for dad taxi. All we're good for now, isn't it? Money, food and taxi rides as they get older. When you see how quickly Vent can tune a tractor out, new tractor came off the factory line every 7.5 minutes. Pretty crazy. Crazy to see that. All set up. Usually how same but different it was after the Deutz one. The Deutz one was much newer, much more modern. Not that the Fent one wasn't, but felt a little bit more streamlined. The Fent one's kind of weaved its way around. Older buildings, it's been in there for a long time. Push those off the side. Just about push them off. No, not too bad. Wait. New 936 come in January, replacing Magnum. Well, I mean, you never know. I might have seen it on the production line. G'day Neil, how you doing? Get a crumb when they pass. Alright mate, how's the ankle going? Holding you back too much? Internet dropped out, shit, that's no good. Good to hear anyway. It becomes a skill to navigate a tractor through a 10-foot gate, depending what you've got on the back. Especially when they're at a 45-degree angle to your race track. Right. 2 more on the back. And we can send this down to the Bale sell point. That curve on those bales, pretty impressive. Do that on purpose. Right, here we go. Those all strapped on, and we'll send this on its way. Main yard to egg. Yeah, let's do that. Here's my horse. I like that. Oh, is it going to go past it? Go past it. Thought it might not like the tote there. Hey Incendiary, how you doing? Most gates are 10 foot into paddock, some are 14 if you're lucky. We've got a lot of tape gates, so. And 2 wire fences, which are easy to pin down and not worry about too much. Some water to the sheeps while we're here. Sprayer, how's that going? In Headland Pass. 50% done. On spray, that is. Quad tires on it. Certainly won't go anywhere near a 10-foot gate. Yeah, you haven't lived until you've taken out a fence post on a kiwi farm though, have you, Ollie? A rite of passage. Right. That. What else we can do? Get some more bales out. More. What can we take? We can take 22 at a time. How many we got in there? Silage. 50 silage, so another 2 loads still in there. So we've got 3 loads, and we've also got a whole lot of grass. I was looking at this texture earlier, the rye. I don't know where it's from, but it actually looks really good. I crouched down in it. It actually looks pretty darn good. The ryegrass. Going round, good. Right, truck out. I'm racing into town. I haven't even looked at what the values look at the moment. Let's see, silage. Hey, Australia's the best price at the moment. What's the difference? Past it. Up here. Now. Remember the combinations of change. Keep going. Steering wheel management. Where is it? Right shift. Kilo. Right. Pay Australia $7 per ton. Not really worth the hassle, is it? Don't go back to the main yard. Close. There's one way I haven't actually tried doing this yet. Can I push, will that loader push them off? Normally I'd go and grab them, but I can push them over. Value at all sell points. Thank you, Mark. Thought of it all, haven't you? It's a no. Pushing off is not an option. Right. Guarantee if I was driving with it like that, they would have all fallen off. You're not, no, you're certainly right, they're no good for sheep. Alright, what about now? Can we give it a good shove? Here we go. We're done. Right, job done. Right, now that can go back to the main yard. Oh. Right, how are we going here? And so we're down to 83. Well, up in percentage, but we've finished using what must be in the back bin, the front tank. That should be good. Done. Right. So once we finish spraying, probably power in. Next, well, I said we were going to get pigs, so let's go take a look at that. We looked at this last week, if you remember. Go in animals, pigs, using the expandable pastures modular pig pen. It's like that. So I figured if we put the pigs in about there, it cost $25,000. Okay, put that there. And then I was going to extend the pastures out a little bit. So put in Alright. Snipping. Get back at the shed. Pigpen. Sheep. Pigpen. And then what do we want? A that in about here. It should leave us needing a 25 by 25 in the corner. Alright, and there's our pig pen all done now. Right. The next job was going to be actually to fence it and paint it and texture it. But worry about getting a few more bales sold first. Then we'll carry on. We're going to plan, we could just about have a net zero day. By that, I mean we've earned as much as we've spent. Not quite with the sprayer, but definitely paying for the pigs with this. Once we've got all that sorted, we might, when we're stage, what's growth stage with this? 5 of 6. This is 2 of 4, I think. We might look to skip forward a month or two and see if we can start some harvesting. Squeeze those over a bit. Spray's still going, hasn't run out of spray, which is good. Really should get an auto load trailer for this. Kind of the gift that keeps on giving. Wrapped bales, load and sell. All these ones and then some on the back. All good to go. Need to buy another trailer, don't I? Get a bit of a road train set up. This one's got a rear hitch on it or not. Does. Could get a dolly and another flatbed trailer too. Right. Straight that down. End it off on its merry way next. Right. Okay. Good. Perfect. 30% left and only a pass left after this. That'll be that done. Happy days. Right, let's go back to the pigs. So, to turn on, I need to get Steel Horse's Show and Hide trigger mod in here, don't I? I don't think I've installed it, have I? Didn't realise this was all the way over here. What are we going to go for? Land race. Oh, one of those. Yeah. Oh, making the most of the expandable pastures. That's good. It's sad and lonely. Right. So, let's have a look at our decoration fences. Sure there's a fence that comes. Modular pig pen expandable. Fence. Fence. Okay. Okay. On that one looks like that. Big one. We'll just go for the smaller one. Yeah. Line that up a little bit. Turn on snapping. Collide with me or the tree? Where are the Mac viewers? Next time. Black blocks are cheap. They do look a bit like that, don't they? Actually, I'm going to use those fences because it's a game. Fence doesn't. Let's have a look. Imagine if I wanted to. On. Be me that was in the way. That. Gate. Outwards. Or fence. Just turn on the pastures. No, I better not do that. It's the corner. Let's carry that on down the straight line. Yeah. Corner of it. Beautiful. And then down the other end. Where we go. Again off the... Oh, didn't I? Other way. So, those two could be put. Actually. Gate in the backside. Not very comfortable, does it? But no, we can't. We do like that. Here we go. Big pins done. Now, just do a bit of painting for that. And we'll add this one. We will pick off brush size. Bit of grass around the edges. Completely animal mud, but maybe in around here where it's already taken the grass away. Gate. Here isn't. Okay. Go. Painting. Oh, you've just come all the way back with a full load of bales. You meant to do that. Could help some days, can you? Right. G'day Jeremiah, how you doing? See you. Off to bed, Ollie. Good to see you, mate. Good night, mate. Take care. Hanging out. Good chatting. Right. Let's try. Blue. What's in? Right, another job done. Spraying's finished. We will keep an eye on that one, see what it's like. Hey Ken, how you doing, mate? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is where you are. Right. Might as well put the rest of the herbicide into here, so we don't have that tote floating around. I love this. I think this is a pretty cool setup. Pretty cool looking setup. Right. So we'll get this truck, I think we'll get this truck delivered. go for a ride with it, and then we'll skip forward and might even start doing some harvesting for the last little bit of the stream. 5:15 in the morning for you, Ken, in Texas. Good morning. Pleasure to have you here. So we've been busy. We've planted a field. That field there has been planted with sorghum. And the reason I put sorghum is so we can feed the pigs. We've sprayed, kind of spot sprayed this field, kind of manually spot sprayed this one, and then completely sprayed this field, which has been good. Sold a load of bales, just getting the second one down there to sell now, and like I said, let's skip forward maybe into March or April and try and get some animals, get some more crops harvested. We'll see how we go. I always thought it would have been nice if this map was just a little bit more finished with things like those silos being a sell point and things like that. I feel like there's just a few missed opportunities. And don't get me wrong, it's still a pretty cool map for what it is, but it could have been that little bit better. Gonna grab the wheel loader. Hop off. Need a bigger wheel loader. That'll actually handle all these bales. Nice to be able to take them off 4 at a time rather than 2 at a time. Hey Tam, how you doing? You're good. It's just the West Australia Pain Dragon. It's called Aussie No Man's. It's a 16x no man's land style build your own map. Quite a lot different. Basically a big grid. Have a look at the map. Each of these is 500 square meters, 500 linear meters, so 250 square meter grid basically. If my math is off, 25,000. Let's say 25 hectares. 150. Yeah, I can't remember. Anyhow, 500 by 500. And so we've got a plot of land up there, but it is just a big grid. Some bit of a town we were in at the moment. There's a couple of rivers, there's a train track, and a few roads. And other than that, it is do what you please, how you please with it. Another thing I was going to look at is whether I could get a weight for this thing, wasn't I? I'll have to do that at some stage too. Right, that's that all unloaded. So, yeah, there we go. Still, you read my mind. I might have to. Sure, there'll be a weight of some description I can put on it. Figure out which one it is. Main yard, go. Right, go back to the main yard and have a look what's going on. Alright, look. So everything's done, spraying's done, sorted out, don't worry too much about pigs. Still got a whole lot of this to sell. All starting to slowly add up. Good. It's a valuable sell points which make it a bit easier. That's a mod, modded weight deal. Yeah. Have to have a look. I'll have to try it out. Right, let's go and bring ourselves forward. We'll take ourselves into March. Snows in Australia. Right, what's the status of this? Probably hasn't updated yet. Growing 5 of 6, which is where we were before, so we'll wait for the map to update. Okay, so that's 6 of 6 now, so we do have to forward through March to April. That one's gone to 6 of 6. This is growing. Nice. 3 of 4. Look over this one. Growing 4 of 8. It's canola. Hasn't looked like it's changed much. And our sorghum's come up. Very nice. Lovely. Our lone pigs. Exploring. Now sheep are all hanging out together. In the middle, like they always do. Let's speed things up through to April. Great demand for something we wanted to sell. Great demand at the Hay Australia, as that got me fascinated. Grass, if that is it. Let's park there and all going to plan. Our ride's going to be ready. Your turn, there we go. It is ready to go. These are 4 of 4. Change over here. You do, it's looking a lot taller than it was. 5 of 8. 3 of 4. Right, well we are going to have some things to do. Down here, we'll get the case out. 2188. And we'll see about maybe setting this up on some course play and getting the Bale running. Find it. Yeah, can stop there for now. Good afternoon, Klaus. How are you? Welcome along. Trailer stuck for a second. Straw out the back. Go. Into it. Into the rye. So, of course, they're doing 4 headlands. Up and down into lands. Yeah. What happens? It's alright. Just carry on. Right, here we go. Sorted. Now, this is a pull. Reckon this will pull a grain cart? Maybe not. Only one way to find out though, right? Goodness. Terrible turning circle. Alright, that rolled out. I'm ready to go, just in case. That's alright. Pulling it so far, so good. It was empty, but probably means that all our silage is now ready to be sold. Ugh. 7 trips. Price is worth it at the moment though, so we'll just have to wait for that to come. But let's go put this on the baler. Get that sorted. But actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that. We can start loading bales. We'll use the case on the baler. Done a few times already. Not out of its depth. Does look a bit funny though, doesn't it? It is a pretty big it is a pretty big baler though. I must have the park vehicle mod called 57%, so we're not quite going to make it the whole way around. Okay, right, go and catch up. Try and clear its current course. Why is my cruise control not working? Good morning, Rusty. How are you, mate? See you. Stuck on a tree. Backing up. It's like it might be struck. What's that? I don't even know how to get it to fall a certain way. That way. Hang on. Do the evidence first. It is a New Zealand whiskey share. It's called Okeno. 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 It's actually what I took over to the to FarmCon with me. Shared with the rest of the team over there. Seems to be very popular. Yeah, doing okay, Rusty. Catching up on things. Slowly catching up on things after FarmCon and being away. Takes a wee while to get it kind of back into the swing of things and get things organised. It's been a whole lot of life maintenance things, as Mrs. Argsy puts it, we've had to do. Just to make sure things are happening. Things happening with the kids, which are keeping us busy too, so. Combine's going to prove me wrong and say I didn't actually rough the whole way around here. Did. Another tree. Pump it around it. Ready? 88% full, so we would have actually made it. Right. Got nearest. Disaster that proved to be. Disastrous 5 seconds of farming right there. Lonely little pig. Decided that it's going to cut into the field, isn't it? Oh well. So close, look at how close it was. Anyhow, doesn't matter. And then decided that because I'd taken some out, it didn't actually need to. Can't win them all. Should be able to get the whole way around this time. Oh, keep going. Keep going. Go! There we go. Watching that combine whether it's going down or not. Lately. We'll go, let that go. That will definitely get the whole way around now. Tractor's pulling this trailer, no worries. When it's fully loaded, which is good. Right, put that there. Let's have a think about price of Ryers at the moment versus what it could potentially be. Show price fluctuations. So we are currently well, maybe about halfway where it could be in December, a higher price than what it could. 471, 474. We're not actually far off that high of 519. We'll decide whether we do anything with it now or not. So curious as to whether the big take that or not. Wheat or barley? Assuming it'd have to be modded for that to work, wouldn't it? No easy way to take a little bit to find out. That's okay. Let's just see what happens. We're back. As for the other crops, we have their prices like at different times of the year. So we've got some chickpeas. Then the price of those, they're up. We're all the way down. Now canola, we want to keep. So this is what the reason I'm thinking this is we want to keep some of these crops for the pigs. Way down to big dip in that, and sorghum. So, two, about halfway. Oops. Because what I'm thinking is whether we need to get an auger. And I think our best option is going to be either the conveyor or the Westfield. Loading, and then so the versatile won't get there, it's not tall enough. And then we'll have to get something for the unload as well. Kind of, we're up for 2 augers for this. But the John Deere, that'll work, that's cheap, it's $1,000. Conveyor, 25 or 35. We're going to go for that, I think. Going to be the best option. Like, buy that. See if we can get ourselves set up with the ability to put some crops in our bin. combine's just come back past. Fine. Oh, it's not going to be an issue. Good. Need 2 augers here. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying. Would have been better off putting in a proper bin system in hindsight, but anyhow. Is that done? Don't open the door on this. Where's the trigger? It'll come down. We're gonna have a look back up in here. Now open. Right, that's that all done. That one. We're gonna catch up to the combine and we're gonna. Too late. Already full. I mean, this was all part of the plan for the farm, was to have the grain bins at some stage, so no point just making money to buy more land. We might as well make some equipment upgrades and improvements while we go. We must be getting close to our first calendar year in game as well, which does mean I was going to allow myself the opportunity to upgrade to a higher horsepower equipment, so keep an eye on that too. Speed sync going. Oh, I've got it. I do. Okay. Sync the speed of the tractor up with the speed of the combine. That's perfect. Right, so that's full. Have to see how this goes with unloading, whether we're going to put it in the truck and then into the... We could always back the truck up and have it in the right spot and then just unload over into it. Or whether this auger will work into the other auger. That is the million-dollar question. Oh goodness, day's starting to catch up on me. You've put the time off for FarmCon next year. Nice. Very cool. Right, look here. It's funny when you don't play a game for a wee while, how your muscle memory for controls and that sort of goes out the window. Down. There she goes quite. Might actually work. The trigger in the right spot. I hope they go to plan 2. No, not the location still, but it's the date. Oh, here we go. Here we go. 2 days. Jack Clark or Jock Clark? Regardless, thank you very much for the subscription. I couldn't quite read it on the screen there. Thank you. Thank you. Here we go. All going up in there. Perfect. And then we should be able to come in here and see what's right. Right, baby. If it didn't work, we could have always brought the field bin over and used that to wait it up. We can just fine. Right, well I think what we might do, get that combine to get the headlands opened up, and be a good place to wrap up, I think. Or I start actually falling asleep on stream. In a productive old episode though. I feel like we've got a lot done. And we're progressing. And I felt the last couple of episodes we hadn't really progressed. A long time to get that field cleared and trees done and grass done and then ploughed. A lot of effort to get anywhere much. At least I think now. Should be able to make some progress. Here we go. She reminds me, Cher, I need to get my boys' passports renewed for our football tour next summer, or this summer, early next year. Oops, sorry. Remember, I bang things on my desk, it goes through them on mic. I was really listening to my stream last week and noticed that. Even just the act of putting my controller down. Here we go, that's that done. Team running. We'll have straw and harvest to do. I didn't want to start the baler until we had the headlands opened up. So we'll end up with bales getting in the way when the combine's trying to turn at each end. Now that we've got that started, it's just about good to get that into it too. Costly exercise, getting passport. I actually looked into the price of it yet, Scott, but no doubt it will be. Lots of stuff to sell. Bales. I will make a point of it, Share. You? Argsy has me well. She's actually tested positive for COVID earlier in the week, so hopefully she's going to shake that off soon because it's not been much fun for her. Right last little bit. The map hasn't even updated yet to show that that's harvested. Go dark green, go slightly dark green, this should go yellow. Funny actually, the canola is a very slow growing crop compared to the others, so. And we got the pigs too, did not forget we got that in today. As well. We see, let's just have a look. Get some right now, there we go, 20,000 litres. Current price is 7.5. Worth holding on to now. Best price we can a little bit later. Right, well that should be our 4 headlands done. Means the field's opened up and combine up. Make it finish in here and then I'll go and let it cut sort of the first 10 or 20 metres into wherever it's working next. That way I know when we come back next time, starting off in the right spot. Incredibly smart course play. Always blows me away what can do. You know, picking up the header at the right time, detecting unloads. It's the way it finds the field and scans all of that. Very, very clever tech. Exciting to see a version of it, Giant's own interpretation of it coming soon too. Right, here we go. 58 minutes left, so it's take us an hour next stream to get that all harvested. So, get that turned off and leave things there for us today. Here we go. We'll be back next week and carry on the harvest. Making some more money. Be good. Lots of things to do. Let's just get out. Our lonely bacon. Big on me. Wandering around. This looks so lonely. Maybe we need a name for it. Let me know. Got any names for pigs? Right. Well, there we go, folks. I'm going to wrap things up there for today. That was fun. Good fun to get back into it and just keep making some progress. Hopefully we can, like I said, start to upgrade a bit more equipment. Think about expanding. Getting these next fields harvested, getting some crops off them should be good. So, I excited. Charlotte. A little original though, still. Yeah. Alright, everyone. Thank you very much, Scott. Good to see you, Mark. Appreciate you hanging out with us today. I know you're probably listening, working, so pleasure to have you here. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to wrap things up there. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Weekend stream, I'll see how things go with that, but I do have a football tournament with the kids on Sunday, so whether I have time before that to do one or not, to play that one a little bit by ear, so keep an eye out. Oh, we are setting up a new server on the multiplayer server through Discord or Vintage O, so if you're interested in being a part of that, make sure you jump in and let us know. Yeah. Up on those, so I think we're going to be doing it with multiple farms and all that kind of jazz. So yeah, anyhow, thank you everyone. Finish Farmer and Sindri. Nice to see you all, Scott, later too. You guys will take care, enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you again soon. Bye.